Hello everyone, and welcome to another episode of Red Raptor Writes. So Disney Plus just dropped last week, causing every reviewer and their mothers to discuss the latest installment in the ever-increasing Star Wars franchise, The Mandalorian. Now, that's good and all, and maybe I'll give my thoughts after Season 1 ends, but I've seen surprisingly little on the real Disney goldmine that honestly dwarfs The Mandalorian in comparison. The World According to Jeff Goldblum. Returning viewers should remember that the legendary Goldblum is one of my favorite actors of all time, and for good reason. Never in human history has anybody ever been able to reach the amazing heights of this man. So, with that being said, what makes his new docuseries so good? Why is it a must-watch for Disney Plus owners? Let's dig this up.
That is one big pile of shit.
Of course, let's take a look at the host himself. Jeff Goldblum is perfect in this role. Firstly, he's so darn entertaining no matter what. He can make paint drying seem interesting with all his banter and stutters and mannerisms. It's why we fell in love with the guy in the first place.
Hey, maybe I could come up with a unique ice cream flavor. Oh, I just felt a drop of water. Nice. I better get out of this Vermont fresh air.
This dude is comedy gold. Okay, moving on from the obvious, the Goldblum is just one heck of a guy. For most of the show, we see him interacting with others. Some famous people like Ben and Jerry of Ben and Jerry's, and some who are just your average passerbys. In The World According to Jeff Goldblum, we witness how well he treats everyone big and small. Jeff has this strange personality in which he treats all people like his new best friend. I'm sure there's at least some kind of stage direction, but his infectious personality rubs off on those around him, and pretty soon they're bouncing off each other like old college buddies.
Yes, I'm thrilled. May I give you a...
Let's do it. Let's
Come
do it.
here.
Bring it in.
Come here, but don't rush it. Don't rush it in any way.
Okay, no.
And don't just give me perfunctory taps.
Okay.
Something.
You gotta. Okay. Embrace. Let the heads rest against each other. Feel the moment. Breathe it in. Yeah. Let the moment relax us both. And take away from it what we will.
This also displays Jeff's humility, since even though he's a rich, eccentric celebrity, he never puts himself above anyone else. Again, he treats every person on the show like his best friend, even though he's the great Goldblum and they're just mere mortals. The down-to-earthness and lack of pretentiousness undoubtedly makes the show all the more digestible and fun to watch. Similarly, I love how Goldblum's show isn't attempting to blow anyone's mind. The show's writing is just as humble as its host. Our favorite chaotician isn't hitting us audiences with advanced college-level curriculum or trying to change our perception of the world. No, he simply explores ordinary, everyday things like tattoos, sneakers, ice cream denim, and has fun exploring the world just under the surface. The topics are easy to grasp and very relatable. What facts there are come across as more basic background information, not dumbed down, but also never overbearing or complicated. Simple things like the origins of rubber or brief synopsis of ice cream over the centuries. And unlike straight-up documentaries, Jeff Goldblum isn't all about presenting the facts. In fact, most of the time, he's just having fun, exploring new realms of creativity, and goofing around with experts in the different fields. The show strikes a good balance between fun and fact that makes it not just a comedy or straight-up educational television, but a fun Goldblum-filled adventure in which we learn new things. Possibly one of my favorite things about the new Disney Plus show isn't just what it is, but what it chooses not to be. We've already went over how Jeff Goldblum is a simple man, a humble observer, chilling with new friends as he experiences more of everyday things we may take for granted. But how easy would it have been to fail at this abysmally? In today's social justice, politically correct culture, how easily could National Geographic have produced a show similar to Adam Ruins Everything, in which cherry-picked facts and loads of misinformation are used in an effort to push a leftist political agenda? Imagine Jeff tackling big issues like healthcare and why we need a single-payer system, or guns and why they should be banned, or even gender and the endless spectrum of those.
Please give it up for Rachel Bloom.
This one goes out to all my bipeds who identify as ladies. This world of ours is full of choice, but must I choose between only John or Joyce?
This show could have gone the way of Bill Nye and turned to crap real fast, but like I said, the joyous Jeff is a humble man who knows his role as an entertainer, not one of the great political thinkers of our time. I'm sure Disney will air that brand of garbage on their streaming service eventually, but thankfully they left this gem alone. Sorry that this is much shorter than my usual content, but I frankly didn't expect to be making this video, and there's not much else to say about this wonderful little docuseries. It's a digestible, enjoyable ride with the most charismatic man of our time that strikes a fun balance of entertainment and information while avoiding the SJW pitfalls of similar shows. Is the world according to Jeff Goldblum so amazing it'll change your life? No, but that's part of the charm. It's a great little series that just works so well. If you enjoyed this episode, consider leaving a like, subscribing, and checking out my social media. I'm now on Patreon, so be sure to get on that. See you next time.